Now let's go back to my part one of trying to unravel all this and thanks to the viewers, because I asked what the interview of this was, and I'll go back to that in part three, but
like, what's to this? And we went backstage, Nip like, man, hey, keep y'all head up, because, you know, some shit went on back home. He dead now, so I can say it. It's the 60s or whatever, they had robbed the motherfucking cartel for like 300 keys of heroin.
I think Big U was using the tour bus, Nipsey's tour bus, to at least sometime or possibly do drug drop-offs, pick up money, and it was making Nipsey hot. He was seeing himself about to take off. He wanted no parts. The incident in Chicago where a bunch of Mexicans tried to get at Nipsey at a concert, and why would that be going on? Well, did it tie back to Big U commandeering and not paying for some heroin from some CARTEL people, who then had their Chicago people put the press on Nipsey and them when they were riding around the country on a tour bus, which that doesn't mean it's true. I have no evidence, but other than circumstantial, but it's plausible sounding. Certainly Nipsey was down with Big U for a while, right? And if Big U was putting the press game down, Nipsey would have been a part of it, at least for a while. So imagine you're Big U and whoever's down with him, and you put your stamp on Nipsey, so he's the face of the hood. He can do whatever he wants. You got Steve Lobel in the mix. Nipsey's career is elevating. Nipsey probably feels like it's him that's elevating his career, and not to say it's not. And Big U may feel like, well, no, it's me.
What you need to do is be careful who you're stepping on your way up.
Nipsey does not want to be, or he feels this is his chance to get away from the serious crime, the robbing people, because Loose Cannon, who now seems believable with all the stories, talks about Gilly and Gilly's son, who's now deceased, rest in peace, being stripped of their jewelry by Big U's squad, and then Nipsey pulled up and gave.
Do you know anything about that? Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, him and the son got stripped down, butt naked. I mean, not butt naked, to their drawers. So when they got stripped down, basically it was an inside job. Nip pulled up and he gave him, like Gilly, like I think like 25,000. You get what I'm saying?
Something like this is in the indictment, where they rob you, and then later that day, well, you get robbed, and maybe you don't know who it's by. And then you call like, oh, we checked in with you and we got robbed, what happened? And then they pull up and give you some of your stuff back. Nipsey pulled up and gave Gilly $25,000 after he was robbed, him and his son were robbed. Like, and if you're thinking like, well, what the hell is the point of robbing somebody and giving somebody back? It's a power play, right? Like, okay, you're in LA and you're bopping around and you think you're cool. Boom, you get robbed, and now you call me because we're kind of cool, and I'm like, oh, see, you should have let me know you were in town. These guys out here are wolves. Let me see what I can do. Let me call around.
Cause we yeah. The reason why I respect these niggas is because on some real shit is because that shit ain't a fad.
And then they be like, oh yeah, well they already sold it, but I made them give me 25,000. Here you go.
Nip pulled up and he gave him, like Gilly, like I think like 25,000. You get what I'm saying?
Or give you your jewelry back, or most of it, or I got the little guys who got it, but I got it all, but they want 10,000 for it. So now you've simultaneously, you did rob them for something, plus now you've cemented this relationship. Now I think, oh man, Big U is my friend. He got my stuff back, and I only had to give 10,000, but they took 50,000 worth of stuff. Well, you got me for 10,000 really, and now you got me in your web, because now I think you're my protector. So this is a standard, like a prison press thing, you know. And if you know what it is, then it sounds stupid, or not stupid, but it sounds like it's something easy to see. But if you haven't been exposed to it, this all con games are easy. It's like magic tricks. If you know what it is, it's easy to see it. But the whole point is, unless you're a con man, a robber, or extorter, you don't know the tricks, so you go for them. So anyways, we know that in the indictment, Big U did do these things. There would be robberies and then they give part of the stuff back. So this makes sense in the context of what we know is believable. And we know Nipsey would have had to been down with what Big U was doing to some degree until they broke up, because that's how it go. If you with somebody and he's doing crime, like, you know about it, that's what's going on. That's what you guys are doing. Remember, Nipsey wasn't making a bunch of money till closer to the end. And then there's a girl, SKG, who used to be signed at Death Row and who worked at a radio station. She's now all over the blogs getting interviewed.
This nigga Big U, I told Tasha K everything this man did to me, jumped on me while I was pregnant, beat me, locked me in a...
She got into it with Big U.